on YouTube. He's like, there's no such thing as retirement, and he says there's no such thing as a work-life balance. So I'm like, huh? So he explains it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get what he's saying. But in my actual brain, I think there is a such thing as a work-life balance. However, the thing is that I want to talk about is retirement. I kind of agree with him with the whole retirement thing. And to this point, this topic that we're talking about, how I said I'm noticing that workers of today are actually older than younger. Like, there's a store that I went to, and literally there's one cashier only, and she looks like retirement age, right? And like, I don't even think she's like above, like, you know how people get newly retired? She looks, she doesn't look newly retired, basically what I'm saying, as her age to be. However, the crazy thing is that they were saying a couple years back that, oh, ageism is going on in these jobs. They only want people who are fresh, new, and young. But actually, right now, it seems as though they want people who want little to no hours, who don't really rely on hours, who don't really rely on pay, and then they get those people to work for them. Because all the young people, we want money because we're trying to build ourselves, right? Build a foundation. And thus, it seems as though the retirement age or after retirement age are getting the jobs now. And I feel like that's going to come to an end because AI is going to be coming in and taking over for that. And that's why they have less and less and less and less and less workers. Because here's the thing. I used to be a front end supervisor. What year was that? I want to say 2015. I was a front end supervisor. And I remember this being an issue between me and my boss because I kept asking her, I was like, hey, how come no one else is like coming on the register with me? And she never could like address that. And she always had like this attitude against me while I was saying like, hey, this place really needs to be, because I'm a vocal person. And if I see that there's a problem or there's an issue, I'm going to say something. And some people don't like that I address certain things. Okay. So I remember that being an issue. However, because nobody was coming to the register when there were lines and lines and lines of people. And now everyone's like, nobody wants to work, nobody wants to work. It's not that nobody wants to work. And that was the frustrating thing for me, to try to get some of the baby boomers and older to understand that now that computers are here, they are pushing the human experience out. It's not that us younger kids or our younger adults don't want to work. The computers are pushing us out. Okay? Like, I've been unemployed for 6 months now. Okay? And we're giving the jobs to retirees, and probably they're giving the jobs to high schoolers, retirees, the people who don't really want money and who want part-time jobs. That's who they're giving the jobs to right now. And so let's get back to the point here. Retirement. The man in the video says there's no such thing as retirement because retirement age people are going back to find work. So how are such baby boomers retired? It's really sad. Like, one time I went in for an interview somewhere, and I thought I was going to see people younger than me, and I saw retirement age. I'm like, huh? And you have these retirement ladies heavy lifting. Yeah, jobs are, and that's the other thing. You may have a job, and this is the other thing that I was explaining to one of my family members is that, yeah, you might have a job, but that job may be cutting hours, limiting your hours, and it's not enough. Right? Okay, so that is what we're all experiencing and circulating. Now we're going forward, and now all of these people are being unemployed. All of these people are becoming laid off. Right? So now we're in this sector where it's as if everyone has to learn how to be resourceful, right? Even in the times of being unemployed. This is where we are. And I need people to start waking up and noticing that literally, I don't know if y'all saw this, but I was on this other lady's TikTok account, right? And I love watching her TikTok. She had this little bubble at the top, kind of like how I have the bubble right here. But it was a article from Forbes that said the 9 to 5 is going into extinction. And this is why I have started my website. In my unemployment, I have created my website so that I can help other people make their website so they can get started branding themselves.